a certification module can be added at the end of a course. This is where you can then create a course certificate by selecting the custom certificate from the content picker. You can then give your certificate a name. In the Options section, you can specify whether the certificate, when accessed, should be opened in the same browser tab or force downloaded. Additionally, you can select whether the learner, their teacher, or any other specified email address should receive an email copy of the certificate once it has been awarded. You can then define who should be able to verify the certificate using the unique certificate code. And you can set a required amount of time that a learner must spend in your course before they will be able to access the certificate. Finally, you can select the actions that you wish to prevent users from performing on the certificate. You can then add restrictions to define under which conditions a learner will be able to access and thus be awarded the certificate. There are multiple restriction types available, but certificates are most commonly restricted by activity completion, a required grade, or a combination of these. To prevent learners from accessing the certificate before they've completed the course, be sure to set these restrictions before you start to enroll learners. Finally, you can add tags to allow learners to search and connect related content. When you then click on Save and Display, your certificate will be created and you can begin to edit its layout. You can give your certificate a name and define its dimensions. You can then start adding elements from the available selection to your certificate. It is recommended to add a background image first, as this is likely to influence the appearance of other elements on your certificate. Once you've made a selection from the list, you can click on Add Element. You can then customize the element name. When adding a background image, you can drag and drop the file into the upload area. Be sure to select the uploaded image from the image drop-down list, so it will be applied to your certificate. When you're happy, you can save your changes. You can preview any changes before continuing to add elements by clicking on Save Changes and Preview. If you're happy, you can then add additional elements that you would like to display on the certificate. The course name element, for example, will dynamically add the course name to the certificate. You can customize the font, size, color, and other formatting of text elements like this one. When you then click on Save Changes, the element will be applied to your certificate. To update the positioning of elements on your certificate, you can click on Reposition Elements. This will allow you to dynamically drag and drop elements into the correct position. When you're happy, you can then save these changes. In the Load Template section, you also have the option of creating certificate templates that can then easily be reused across courses to save you time and effort. When your certificate is complete, you can click on Save Changes. As learners progress through your course, you will then be able to track and view the details of learners who have earned the certificate.